I'd want to grab it all to be.
You'd be just running out with arms full of things.
Back in February, I had a lovely chat with fashion designer Gabi Iwalani Hall. She shared all the stories of her wardrobe. We chatted about barbiecore, and she shared why she believes everybody should have a little bit of pink and a little bit of sparkle every single day.
So thank you so much for doing Off the Hanger with me today, Gabi. I can see you are in your sparkle palace and it looks amazing.
I am. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
We're going to dive straight in and find out what your earliest fashion memory is.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I guess my earliest fashion memory was when I had just started my company. I made my first production run of bikinis. I think I had about 30 pieces, 5 different colors. And I remember just being so overwhelmed. I was like, I don't know what am I going to do with all of this inventory? I had made my first website. I remember sitting there editing all the pictures, and I went live with the site, and I think I sold 1 bikini, and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I came up with the idea to go to Venice Beach Boardwalk, and I actually made a little stand out of wood and would wear my roller skates. I just remember driving my Volkswagen Bug down there with all my bikinis and just like sitting out there, and actually started making money. I think I was selling like 2 or 3 bikinis a day, making, $300 to $400. So I think that's one of my earliest memories of fashion.
Amazing. How old were you when you were doing this? How old were you when you started?
18 years old.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. So proper entrepreneur from the very beginning.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that.
So what's the oldest thing you've got in your wardrobe? Are you somebody that likes to hang on to things?
I am not. I do like to hang on to things. I don't have really old pieces. I think the oldest piece I might have was one of my business partner's mom gave me this old jacket from the 1960s. I guess that's the only old piece that I have. For the most part, I like to wear my clothes to the death, and then they're gone.
You get all of your wear out of them, all of your money's worth.
I love
until they're
wear it.
Your body.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I'm sometimes like that with shoes, when you get a really good, comfortable pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And then I sometimes feel that I mourn them a little bit once they've passed and they've gone and they're no longer wearable. I'm always a little bit sad about those shoes that were the perfect ones that were so comfortable.
Exactly. You feel my pain.
I really do. What would you say is the thing in your wardrobe that gets the most compliments?
Well, definitely my sparkle designs. I feel like every time I wear my designs, it's always like this magnetism of energy and people just kind of being like, oh my God, what is that? I guess to pinpoint it, for winter would be some of my trench coats. Actually, I have one here with me right now. Do you want to see it?
Oh yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah. So here's one of my trench coats.
Oh my goodness. Now I can see why that gets compliments. What a statement.
So it's, fairy Barbie vibes, it keeps you really, really warm. It's cool. There's like crystal buttons on it too. So that's one that really gets a lot of compliments. If I'm going for my favorite shoe, it would be this one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love those. So I love a sparkle. But obviously I love shoes as well. So they're spectacular.
Yeah, very, very big rhinestones. This is like my classiest boot, I think. I feel like you can dress it up or dress it down. You can party in it, but you could also like go to a business meeting in it. So yeah, those are my 2 like favorite things in my wardrobe right now.
Oh, I love those. Now, you don't have to tell us how much it cost, but what's the most expensive piece in your wardrobe?
Let me think. I guess I have a Louis Vuitton and a Prada, so I think those are probably. But bags, you know what? I don't really spend too much on clothes. I kind of just design all my own clothes.
I think that's nice, though. I think the good thing with a bag is that they're quite timeless pieces.
They are.
They last a really, really long time, and I think they also hold their value really well.
They
do.
If
you then decide that you want to sell it on or you're gifting it to somebody, then I think they really retain their value.
Totally. And you can like dress it with so many different outfits. So
That's it. I think it's quite nice to have, really different, play around with fashion, but then have your kind of classic bags that you pair with that always then make everything look that bit more expensive.
Exactly.
So what's the newest piece you've got in your wardrobe?
The newest piece, I guess I just got a new power suit. This is one of my suits. I feel like you need a good pink power suit in your wardrobe always. Yeah, I guess that's my newest. I'm ready. I'm actually really excited and ready for spring and summer. So I have a new collection coming out. I'm actually showing it in Vegas in a week. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm just getting ready for, that good season change.
Yeah, I can imagine that a lot of your pieces, I suppose your collection really varies, doesn't it? Is your winter collection more about kind of party season and sparkle, and then your summer collection's more about like vacations and holidays and that type of thing?
Yeah, so I guess I have transitioned into having it be a little bit more seasonal forward, but I'm also working on like a basics line, which can kind of interchange between winter and summer and like kind of like seasonless, which I'm really, really excited about. So you can kind of bring the fun of sparkle to everyday life. And I think that will be cool because then, you could wear sparkle all year round, or you could choose to wear the winter or spring summer collections.
That sounds amazing. I think we all need a bit of sparkle every day.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you quite sentimental when it comes to things in your wardrobe? Do you have a most sentimental piece that you can think of?
No, I don't think so.
I'm not a sentimental person when it comes to clothes. Do you not have memories attached to them and things?
I do have memories in the clothes, but I feel like the memories just like are in my head or like stay with me and aren't really attached to the clothes because I have so many amazing moments in each of the pieces that it's like, they live their best life. You know what I mean? I wear every piece to like live their best life. So.
Okay, I'm going to phrase it a slightly different way then. So if there was a fire in your house and you could only grab one piece, which would be the piece that you would go for?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I think I might grab something else, to be honest with you. I don't know if I would grab maybe like my bags. I'd want to grab it all.
You'd be just running out with arms full of things.
I don't know. Honestly, if there was a fire, I'd probably be in here extinguishing and grabbing all my stuff. So.
I would be in my room where all my shoes are kept, just throwing them out of the window. Throwing them out of the window, just trying to save as many as I possibly could. That would be what I'd be doing.
I wouldn't just abandon them.
I can't abandon my babies.
No.
So obviously you design a lot of your own clothes. So would you say that there's a single piece that sums up your personality?
In my clothing?
Yeah. Is there something in your wardrobe that sums up you in a piece of clothing?
I guess if I think about it, I feel like every piece that I design does has the essence of me in it. But no, I don't think any particular one could just sum me up. I feel like every piece I wear is very specific to who I am as a person. So yeah, I feel like any piece that you see me and you're like, okay, that's Gabi, that's G Sparkle, okay, that's the vibe. So yeah.
I love that you're just bringing that energy through all.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a bit of a disaster when it comes to like wardrobe malfunctions and fashion faux pas. These things seem to happen to me all the time.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fashion faux pas or a wardrobe malfunction that you can share with us?
Yes, I've had many wardrobe malfunctions. My thing to do is obviously when I design something, I want to make sure that it's like really good for all my customers. So I'll wear it out and like to festivals and parties and like kind of just get down with it to see how it goes. And there's been a few times I'm like testing out new bras at actually Coachella. The whole top snapped off and I'm like, oh my God. I'm dancing in the middle of the dance floor. I'm like, go like that. The side rips. I'm like, oh my God. All right. Well, I'm glad I tested that out, Yeah, so
You're taking one for the team there. You're being
yeah.
a very good team player for all
Well, I
of your
definitely wouldn't want
customers.
them out there, experiencing that. So,
That's it.
luckily,
You're
I'm
road
always
testing them
prepared.
thoroughly.
Yeah, luckily I'm always prepared. I always have my safety pins or like a little sewing kit. So
You've learnt from past experiences that you've
exactly.
got to be super prepared.
Yes.
So is there a dream fashion item? It's interesting when I ask this question to designers, because generally they don't have a dream fashion item that they're lusting after, because if it's in their head, they're already creating it or they've already created it.
Mhm.
Is that the same for you, or is there anything, any dream piece that you're lusting after?
Yeah. I guess let me think about it for a second, because if it's like a dream piece specifically, not as much, but like dream collection line, yes. Like I would really, really love to like expand into home decor and stuff like that from fashion. But I guess like my luxury handbag line, if I'm gonna, put it to one fashion item. Yeah. I'm working on like a luxury handbag line that goes with my shoes, but it's been such a process to get it like to the perfection point. So yeah, that would be my choice.
And where do you start with that? Where do you get all your inspiration from for your collections?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because fashion design just doesn't really feel like a job at all to me. It kind of just like flows out. Everything else has been the challenging part, like learning business, and you can't, as a designer, you're like, I want to make everything in every color, like, and when it comes down to like the business aspect of it, that's where things start to get like a little bit tricky and a little bit more specific. But where I draw my most inspiration from, I guess, is like, fairy, mermaid, unicorn magic. I just feel like there was this world before us and all of these amazing things that were just so beautiful, pure, sparkly. And I kind of tried to just draw from that energy. And yeah, that's kind of where I draw most of my inspo from.
I love that. I love that we should be embodying that a little bit more. I think that sounds fabulous.
No, I just think it's a really cool concept to think about what kind of existed before us in that fairy realm. And I feel like it's also a time and an environment that's really unexplored. So I feel like there's just like endless range with it. So that's really where I have fun.
So much inspiration to come from there. That sounds amazing. So have you got any pieces of advice for your younger fashion self? If you could tell your younger self something, what would it be?
Yeah, I think I would, if I was to tell my younger fashion self something, it would be a little more cautious with your money, or kind of get better at money management. I think that was the hardest thing that I struggled with as a business owner, and kind of getting there. Would I change my path and anything else that happened along the way? No, because it like brought me here. But definitely if I was a little bit more aware of that, I think things would have been a lot easier.
And is your business, so obviously like the Barbie film is coming out, isn't it, this year, which I think is going to be a huge trend for barbiecore and all of that type of thing. Do you think that's going to really impact your business? Do you think that's going to bring a lot of new customers into this kind of idea of sparkle?
Yeah, you know what? I really hope so. I think, there's already the girls that love the pink, the Barbie, but I feel like having that movie come out and girls being inspired to dress a little bit like more, colorful, pink, Barbie, fabulous, definitely will be something great for Sparkle. And also girls in general, to see, like, make them feel like they can step out of their comfort zone.
I also think it's really interesting because we seem to have gone through a point where historically women did dress that way. It was all about being very feminine and very pink and girly and all of that thing. And then we really seemed to move to the other way of it being more power dressing and exploring androgyny and all of that type of thing, because we were feminists and we were standing up for ourselves, and we didn't have to embrace our feminine sides as much, and be seen as these delicate, colourful female characters. Whereas I think now it's going back the other way again, where women have realised, well, actually, you can dress head to toe in sparkles and pink and feathers and, you know, whatever you want to, but you can still be a powerful woman and a feminist and a businesswoman and a business owner and not be judged on that.
Yeah, I 110% agree. I mean, I've always thought that. I think that you should embrace your femininity, and you can also be a boss in all of the things that you want as well. I also think there was a time where we went through, like, I don't know, this neutral, all black, really like kind of darker phase. Maybe it had something to do with the world, the environment, whatever. But yeah, I think wearing color and embracing the femininity brings a lot of positivity to the world and like kind of changes people's days. I mean, when I'm walking around, or I've had endless customers say when they walk around in sparkle, like it actually makes people smile and happy and kind of like changes the momentum of the day. So I'm really excited for that movie to come out, and I hope that it's a huge success for Sparkle as well.
I can imagine it will be. I can imagine there'll be a lot of people who really embrace that trend and are looking for brands like yours that really have that focus, but in a really authentic way. It's not like you've jumped on the bandwagon because you knew the movie was coming out. This has been your brand ethos from very day one.
Yes, exactly. Actually, funny enough, I used to design my clothes on Barbies. So when I was first designing, I would make miniature versions of my clothes. I'll actually send you a picture of that if you want.
Amazing. Yeah, I'd love that.
Clothes on Barbies. And I'd also host Barbie making parties. So I would like buy a whole bunch of Barbies and I'd set it all up, and girls could use my spare fabric and rhinestones and whatever, and then they could create their dream outfit for their Barbie. So that's kind of been my thing for like the last 9 years, kind of letting girls express themselves, create, and also have fun. It's like we're not too old to party and play with dolls.
Amazing. Oh, well, it sounds super exciting that you're going to be showing your collection like next week. Have you got a favorite piece from the collection?
I do, yes. I design, so a lot of my inspiration for this one, well, there's actually 2 collections. I have a collection that I designed specifically for Urban Outfitters, which is really, really exciting. And that is, the whole concept was the butterfly, like the symbol of rebirth, regrowth, and like blossoming into like this new beautiful thing. I took inspiration from that for my spring summer line, for my footwear, and honestly the shoes, oh god, I can't wait. I have this one wedge that I made. It's like 6 inches, but it's like all platform, so it's really comfortable to walk in. Lots of rhinestones, pink, lavender. I mean, that's not a huge surprise because I'm pastel basically all year round. And the actual spring summer line, it's funny because 6 years ago, I designed this dress and wore it to my Jet Set Roulette fashion show. And I always had a dream of making it a reality, like being able to like sell it and to my customers, but it just like cost too much to make. And like I couldn't get the fabric consistency right. So now I figured it out and I have a whole range, and it's going to be probably the hottest thing that I've ever released. So this is the dress. It's like a full mermaid moment. So it's,
oh my goodness, that is incredible.
Wear it as like a long dress, or you can wear it as like a maxi skirt. And then there's tons of options. There's like a little sarong.
But that fabric is amazing. I love that with the iridescent sequins on it.
So it's really, really comfortable, and it's all hand like knitted, which is like so cool. And it's like really stretchy and form fitting too. So
it's going to look amazing. Oh, well, thank you so much for being part of Off the Hanger. It's been a real pleasure speaking to you, and I'm super excited to see everything that you've got coming up.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for having Sparkle, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that chat with Gabi. If you did, please do check out some of the other fabulous Off the Hanger episodes on my channel, and do remember to like and subscribe.